The skies over Washington, D.C. turned tragic on Wednesday evening, January 29, 2025. Shortly before 9 p.m., a routine flight ended in a horrifying collision. American Airlines Flight 5342, a passenger jet en route from Wichita, Kansas, collided with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter. The helicopter, on a training mission, crashed into the Potomac River alongside the shattered remains of the Airbus A320. The impact sent shockwaves through the nation. 67 souls were lost in the disaster. All 64 passengers and crew aboard Flight 5342 perished, along with the 3 soldiers aboard the Black Hawk. The crash instantly became the deadliest aviation accident on U.S. soil in nearly a quarter century, a grim reminder of the fragility of life in an age of technological marvels. The nation watched in horror as images of the crash site filled their television screens. Wreckage littered the surface of the Potomac, a somber tableau of shattered metal and personal belongings. The recovery effort began immediately, a race against time to recover the victims and begin to piece together what went wrong in the skies above. As dawn broke on a city in mourning, investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB, descended upon the crash site. Their mission to determine the cause of the tragedy. The investigation focused on the recovery of the flight data recorders and cockpit voice recorders, commonly referred to as black boxes. These crucial pieces of equipment promised to hold vital clues. The black boxes from both the Airbus and the Black Hawk helicopter were successfully recovered, offering a glimmer of hope in the darkness.
The NTSB wasted no time in transporting the recorders to their laboratories, where expert teams began the painstaking process of extracting and analyzing the data within. The airspace around Reagan National Airport is notoriously complex and congested.
Investigators must unravel the intricate dance of aircraft movements, air traffic control communications, and pilot actions in the moments leading up to the collision. Reagan National Airport sits at the heart of one of the most heavily regulated and restricted airspaces in the world. The proximity to government buildings and military installations creates a complex web of flight paths and security protocols. Commercial airliners often share the skies with military aircraft, private jets, and helicopters. This intricate aerial ballet requires constant vigilance and precision from pilots and air traffic controllers. In the aftermath of the collision, questions arose about the training and experience of the air traffic controllers on duty. Reports surfaced that a single controller was responsible for managing both the helicopter and the approaching airliner, a task typically handled by 2 individuals. The FAA responded swiftly, closing most low-altitude helicopter routes around Reagan National Airport indefinitely.
The tragedy reignited a debate about the safety of operating an airport with such stringent restrictions, in such close proximity to the nation's capital. I voiced concerns about the safety of flights at Reagan National, calling for a thorough review of the airport's operations and the FAA's oversight.
On the other side of the aisle, I expressed my condolences but urged against hasty conclusions before the NTSB completed its investigation.
Beyond the political debates and the technical investigations, the human toll of the tragedy weighs heavily on the nation. The victims of Flight 5342 represented a cross-section of America. Families returning from vacations, business travelers heading to meetings, and a group of young figure skaters on their way to a competition. Among the victims were 9 students and parents from Fairfax County, Virginia, their lives cut tragically short. Denasia Elder, a flight attendant known for her infectious smile and dedication to her passengers, was also among those lost. The community surrounding Reagan National Airport, a tapestry of diverse backgrounds and dreams, has been left reeling from the loss. The crash has left a void in the lives of countless families and friends, leaving them to grapple with the unimaginable grief of losing loved ones in such a sudden and horrific manner. As the investigation continues, the nation mourns the victims while demanding answers and accountability. The search for truth and justice will be long and arduous, but in the face of tragedy, the nation seeks solace in unity and a shared determination to prevent such a heartbreaking event from ever happening again.